Good morning. Today we are going to see the continuation of chapter 8, okay, that is non-infectious diseases. So last class we studied about the infectious diseases caused by virus, bacteria, protozoan and helminthes, okay. So health, as I said, it is a physical, social well-being of a human being, okay. So we have to protect our health by means of protecting the cleanliness environment, by having the cleanliness environment and by means of our personal hygiene, okay. So the first most example we are going to see is said to be the AIDS, okay. So AIDS is nothing but an acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It is not a disease, okay. It is just a syndrome. We will see there is a deficiency in the immunity, that is said to be the acquired immunodeficiency, okay. Syndrome means it is just a collection of all symptoms, that is said to be the syndromes, which is said to be the collection of symptoms. Here, if AIDS, that is the particular virus, is responsible for causing this AIDS, okay. So that virus will comes under the family retrovirus. We are saying the name of the virus is HIV, which is said to be human immunovirus, okay. So here this human immunovirus, if it is coming and attacking the particular person, means the particular person is symptomatically very weak in their immune system, okay. If the immune system is very weak, means obviously all the diseases will come and enter. That is said to be AIDS. It will not affect any particular organs, so it will mainly affect the immune system of our body. That is why we are saying it is immunodeficiency. Deficiency, you know very well, compared to the normal level, there will be a less immune system. So once if the person is having the HIV virus, means so obviously his or her immune system will be very low, okay. So what will happen if the immune system is very less, means it can give the way for the entry of all the microorganisms, okay. So even our bacteria, even our simple allergen, the dust can able to causes diseases to the human system, okay. That is said to be acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It was first identified in the year 1981, okay. So it killed millions of people throughout the world because there is no medicine for this AIDS. As I said earlier, viruses are not having any particular medicines compared to the bacteria. So prevention is better than cure for this AIDS, okay. So here this RNA, we are having a HIV virus, so we know that virus particles having RNA as a genetic material, okay. So here in this HIV virus, we are having the genetic material as an RNA, which was encoded by an envelope protein molecule, okay. This is the basic information about this HIV virus, okay, that is AIDS. So coming to the causes or the transmission of this AIDS, means so it can be transmitted by means of the sexual contact with the infected peoples, okay. So then next one is transfusion of contaminated blood. If the person is having AIDS, means if we are going to transfuse the blood from one to other, means we have to test the blood, okay, whether it is having HIV positive or HIV negative. If it is HIV negative only, then only we have to go for the blood transfusion. Otherwise, it is a main transmission agent for this HIV, okay. The next one is sharing infected needles. So even in hospitals as well as the peoples who are using drug, that is drug abusers, they will use a single needle with so many peoples, okay. So sharing of the needles will also lead to the disease, transmission of this disease. And other one is from the hereditary. So if a mother is having the HIV positive, means through the placenta, the womb, that is the embryo present in the womb, can able to get the HIV virus. So obviously the inborn child will be get affected by this virus particles, okay. So these are the transmissions. So this HIV is merely transmitted only by means of body fluids, okay. So if you are touching the HIV patient, that is the physical appearance, that is the physical touching will not do anything for us. Only the sneezing or coughing, or we are going through this method, means then only the transmission of HIV will takes place, okay. So if you see the period of that virus particles in our body, for example, if one person is there, the particular person is having a very high immune system, means then it will, the HIV will survive in that person's body even up to 10 years from few months, okay. If the person is having very less immune system, means obviously it will affect very easily, okay. So all the symptoms, that is the symptoms will occur. So this paves the way for other bacteria or other protozoans or helminthes which can enter easily into the body of the HIV infected patients, okay. So we know very well that the test which carried out for conducting this experiment is said to be ELISA. We are setting it as enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Okay. So this is the test name for conducting the HIV test, okay, whether the patient is positive or negative. Based upon this enzyme linked immunosorbent assay we will tell. So this is the basic introduction of our HIV virus. Now we are going to see how the HIV virus is infecting the human and how it is going to spread to the others. So we know very well that the central dogma of our molecular biology, we have studied that from this DNA our RNA molecule will form. So from this RNA our proteins will be synthesized, right. This is the basic central dogma. So this process is said to be transcription, and this process below, which I said is said to be the translation, right. So here one small change is happening here. So even from the RNA, we know that DNA is a double stranded helical molecule, our RNA is a single strand, okay. So even in some cases, if the virus is entering our body, means what will happen, this is the genetic material for virus, right. RNA is the genetic material. So here this RNA molecule is again converting into the DNA molecule by means of a special enzyme. We are saying that enzyme name is reverse transcriptase, okay. So this is very, very important. Reverse transcriptase is an enzyme which will reverse the transcription process. Reverse the transcription process means from the single stranded RNA our double stranded dRNA will be produced. That is the role of our reverse transcriptase enzyme, okay. So you have to know this mechanism, then only you can able to follow the procedure of the transmission, okay. So here our RNA, viral RNA particle is converted into a DNA molecule by means of the reverse transcriptase enzyme. This is one principle, and another one principle means if a virus is coming and attacking to us. So obviously last class we have studied two immunities, right. One is said to be humoral immunity and another one is said to be cell mediated immunity. We have studied in the last class about these two. Humoral means B cells, our antibodies will be produced, okay. So cell mediated immunity means T cells, where the T cells are producing the particular chemical compound which is said to be the interferon, okay. So interferon is the particular compound. Even a normal virus which is responsible for common cold is coming affecting, means our CMI, that is cell mediated immunity, will trigger the T cells and the T cells will produce the interferon, right. So if the particular HIV virus is coming and infecting, means it will affect mainly the T cells, okay. So obviously what will happen if the T cell is getting affected, means there won't be any production of interferon molecules. Only this interferon protects our cells from further viral attack, okay. So the main, our T cell is acting as the hero here. So here the particular virus HIV is coming to the patient, means the patient will be having very less T cell count. So the patient cannot able to produce the chemical interferon. So all the cells will get affected by the HIV. So what will happen means even our macrophages I have told earlier. So particular wound is arising, means the wound is healing for after 2 or 3 days, okay. So for that healing we are having the macrophage cells. So it will go and attack the phagocytosis process, right. So it will kill the foreign particles. So if the HIV is producing, means mainly it is concentrating on T cells as well as our macrophages. So in the patients who are having the HIV virus, there will be a less amount of macrophages and there will be a less amount of T cells. So the immune system will get suppressed, okay. So this is the basic mechanism behind the retroviral infection. So let us see how the retrovirus is infecting, okay. So see, this is the retrovirus which is having a RNA as a genetic material. So this is the animal cell, that is human cell, okay. So if this retrovirus is coming and infecting the human cell, means what will happen, the genetic material will enter into the human cell, okay. Viral RNA introduced into the human cell. Then this viral RNA, by means of the process reverse transcriptase, okay. So the transcription process is vice versa, okay. So here the single stranded RNA is converted into a double stranded viral DNA molecule, okay. So this double stranded DNA molecule will obviously enter into our cells, okay. This is said to be the host cell. I have told you earlier, host means where the microorganisms can able to live and multiply, that is said to be the host cell. Okay. So, here our cells, that is our T cells, or it may be a macrophages. Okay. So, this cell is acting as a host cell. So, here this viral DNA is entering and it is combining with our DNA. So, obviously the DNA replication will takes place and the genes will be expressed. Okay. So, here the new viral RNA is produced. So, now this was entered into a new cells. So, all the cells are converted into the new viral cells. The basic principle here is the retrovirus, which contains the RNA as the genetic material, is entering into the human and it is converting into the DNA. Again it is incorporating into the host cell, it is multiplying and it is releasing into the new viral particles. So, all our macrophages and all our T cells is now converted into the viral cells. Okay. So, obviously what will happen, our immune system will get suppressed. So, most of the diseases will occur. Even a simple bacteria can able to, even the Streptococcus aureus present in the air can able to cause some respiratory diseases. Okay. So, it can long last based upon the immunity of the particular persons up to 10 to 12 years. Okay. So, how can we prevent this AIDS means? So, we can prevent the AIDS by seeing the causes. What are the causes we saw? That is sexual contact. Okay. So, the protective sexual contact is needed in order to get rid of this disease AIDS. Okay. So, we have to transfuse the blood only after testing the HIV test. Then if the patient is having, that is for example, if a mother is having a AIDS means the fetus it has to pass. So, we have to take the preventive measures. Okay. So, we can abort the baby or we can go for some other options if the mother is having the HIV positive. Okay. So, prevention is better than cure for this HIV. So, the next disease we are going to see is said to be the cancer. It is one of the deadliest disease in the world. So, here in this cancer, the main difference between the normal cell and our cancer cells is our normal cell is having a particular process that is said to be contact inhibition. For example, I will tell you in detail what is contact inhibition. So, we know that eukaryotes, so we are having a cell. So, if the cell is going to multiply means, so we know the cell is dividing and it is producing some other cells. Okay. So, the cells are dividing, okay, cell multiplication happening and the regulation is following, cell multiplication and regulation. Okay. So, these are the two steps happening in all the eukaryotes. Okay. So, if it is a normal cell, this is the function of a normal cell. Okay. If it is a cancer cell means there won't be any regulation. So, what will happen if one cell is dividing into two cells? This is the normal principle for normal cells. But in case of cancer cell, the one single cell can able to divide into infinity amount of cells. Okay. So, here that process is said to be that process is called as oncogene. Okay, the normal gene is converting into different genes and it is producing the different number of cells. Okay, so that is said to be the oncogene, cancer cells. Okay, we are saying this cells as a cancer cells. So, here in normal cells we are having the contact inhibition process, that is nothing but a regulation process, but the regulation process, that contact inhibition was absent in the cancer cells. Okay. So, this cancer cells we are dividing the cancer, we can also say it as tumor. So, we are dividing the cancer cells into two types, one is said to be benign and another one is said to be malignant. Benign means that is it is normal, which will not affect other organs also, that is it will not spread to other organs. For example, if a patient is having a breast cancer means only in the particular region it will present, it will not flow into the bloodstream. Okay, that is said to be the benign. So, original position, it will be present as such in the original position, no transformation. Okay. So, here in the case of malignant transformation, malignant tumor, here our bloodstream, through our bloodstream it will enter into the various parts of the body, that is said to be the malignant. That process we are saying it is metastasis. For example, if a particular organ is affected by a cancer cell means, so via bloodstream it will enter and it will halt in some other organ. For example, you can say it is organ 1, organ 2 and organ 3. So, through the bloodstream it will enter to all the organs and it will affect. This process is said to be metastasis. This is the important property of our cancer cells. Okay. So coming to the causes of the cancer cells, we know that cancer is caused by many agents, physical, chemical as well as the biological agents are responsible for causing the cancer. The agent which causes the cancer are said to be the carcinogens. Okay. So we know physical agents, I have told you in the previous classes itself, the X-ray, UV rays, these are all the agents which can denature our DNA molecules by mismatching the double bonds of DNA. So obviously our normal cells will be converted into the oncogenes or cancer cells. Okay. So that is physical carrier. For example, for chemical carriers is ethyl methyl sulfonate. Okay, EMS, we can shortly we are saying it as EMS, ethyl methyl sulfonate. This is a particular compound which will also affect our DNA molecules. Coming to the biological agents, we are having a particular genes which are present in bone itself. Okay, so that genes are said to be oncogenes. So these oncogenes are responsible for causing the virus. Okay, so what are the tests we are carrying out for this cancer means, first one is we are going to count the blood. Okay. So if we are counting the blood means we can able to find there will be an increase of antibodies. Why? Because our immune system will get suppressed, so our antibodies will be producing more, because all the diseases will be present in our body if our immune system is present. Okay. So if we check the blood count as well as the bone marrow, we can able to find that there will be a rise of WBC than the normal level. Okay. So if there is an increase in antibody production means we can able to identify some disease is present in our body. Okay. So here we can also go for X-ray as well as CT scan as well as MRI. Okay. So MRI, magnetic resonance, by using the CT scan also we can able to find where the viruses or where the agent is getting multiplied, where the oncogene is multiplied, we can able to find. So the treatment of cancer, we know that for cancer patients we are giving the chemotherapy, radiotherapy as well as surgery. If the cancer is benign means by means of surgery we can able to remove. Okay. So if the cancer is malignant means which will lead to the fatal condition. Okay. Sometimes death may also happen if the cancer is malignant. So we can go for chemotherapy as well as radiotherapy. As I told earlier, interferon is the main components which will help our body from the virus. So if the person is affected by cancer means the injection what they are giving means interferon. This is the chemical substance. By injecting the interferon into the cancer patients, we can suppress the oncogene expression. Okay. So next I will put a PPT for drug and abuse, so that it will be easy for you to understand. Thank you.